Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this edition of the video log. Today we're going to be looking at an article from the Washington Post, looking at two scenarios that could derail trust in the vaccines. Here's how we must prepare for them. This is an opinion piece from the Washington Post written by Leanne S. Wen on the 9th of December 2020. And I just want the Green Tea team and whoever's listening to, some of the points they make are very hypocritical and compared to how they are logging fatality numbers for the scamdemic, the V-word 19. On Thursday, an advisory panel to the Food and Drug Administration is likely to recommend emergency use authorization for the first V-word 19 vaccine. A second vaccine could be authorized next week, and millions of Americans could be vaccinated by the end of December. A triumph of science can't come soon enough, but there are two scenarios that could substantially derail vaccine efforts unless we prepare for them now. Here's one that will almost certainly occur. A large number of people will experience side effects. In the phase 3 trials of both vaccines, 10 to 15% of participants reported significant noticeable symptoms. Some were self-reported to be severe and included fatigue, pain, and swelling at the injection site, headache, and muscle aches. Suzanne Froelich, a trial participant, told CNN, trustworthy CNN, that every part of my body was hurting for about 4 hours. Another participant, a physician himself, David Yaman, said to me that he developed chills and headache, and that he was so fatigued he fell asleep on the couch mid-afternoon and woke up the next morning drenched in sweat. These symptoms are no joke, he said. Having side effects isn't a bad thing. In fact, it signifies the body is mounting an appropriate immune response. Though they could be uncomfortable for several hours to a few days, they are not comparable to having the V-word 19, which can cause weeks of illness or even long-lasting consequences and death, unless you're Donald Trump or have low to no symptoms. It must be made clear from the outset that side effects are normal and expected. Downplaying them can backfire. Both Pfizer and Moderna vaccines require 2 doses, a primer dose and a booster shot. And someone who experiences an unpleasant side effect after the first shot may not return for the second. To be clear, my nightmare scenario isn't the side effects themselves, but rather the misinformation about them that could dissuade people from getting vaccinated. Every year I have patients who refuse influenza vaccines because they have common sense. Because they swear that they got the flu from it previously. This isn't possible, since the flu vaccines don't contain live virus, and neither does the V-word 19 vaccine. Then there's my second nightmare situation. People will die of other causes, and the deaths will be wrongly attributed to the vaccine. Residents in long-term care facilities are one of the 2 priority groups that will access the vaccine first. Most people in nursing homes are elderly and have multiple underlying health conditions. So they're saying that the vaccine, people may die of other things and coincidentally have the vaccine. Very similar to people, elderly, sick, may pass away and coincidentally be exposed to the V-word 19, just saying. When millions of medically frail individuals are being observed over months, some will become ill and die. These events will have nothing to do with the vaccine. Oh wow. But a few highly publicized incidents could fuel a conspiracy theory. Let's say that some receive a vaccine and then, unrelated to it, succumb to a heart attack. Crazy. Yeah. So just like if someone had a heart attack and had irrelevant test that said they had the V word 19 and then they were logged as a V word 19 statistic, well, that would mean that people would get the wrong idea about the V word 19. Whoa. Heart disease is the number one cause of death in the United States, and the individual may have had a long-standing condition that led to the tragic outcome. Still, the time course could raise questions. What happened if several people have heart attacks in the days after they receive the vaccine? How does one prove that the vaccine is not the cause? There are ways to anticipate and mitigate this concern. In advance of mass vaccinations, the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention can provide baseline numbers for expected illness and death among nursing home residents. Well, I haven't heard any of that happening over the last year. If, say, 50 people in a given time period would be predicted to die of heart disease, that provides statistical context for interpreting individual tragedies. In addition, every possible adverse event must be investigated immediately. Yeah, just like every person who has been put into the V word 19 fatality category should be investigated immediately. But no, we're talking about the vaccine now. It's different. This doesn't apply, although it is a very similar thing. With full transparency and complete rationale provided to the public. Otherwise, disinformation will fill the void. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have courage. Speak your truth. Support each other. Have faith. And have fun. Peace out.